Hello, my name is Trevor Billard. I am a senior captain on the Bourne Varsity baseball team, and welcome to Sky's the Limit. Today I am here with Ryan Sullivan, Luca Finton, our co-captains, and our head coach, Sean Donovan. Recently, we were able to have Bourne TV come down to our baseball field and record one of our practices, and I think we should take a look.
We are the reigning, defending champion, and nothing is going to change until someone becomes a new D5 state tournament winner. This season is not about last year. This is an opportunity to be the first team ever to defend a state title. The champs are going back to work today, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, my name's Luca Finton. I'm a junior captain of the Bourne High School baseball team, and today we're at our first day of practice. This is Griffin Kelly, our starting left fielder from last year's championship baseball team. And what are your thoughts going into this season?
Should be a lot of fun. We're going to win some games, and it'll be fun.
And do you think that the younger players will be able to step up in the pressure-packed moments?
Yeah, definitely. It'll be hard to fill all the roles that we're missing from last year's seniors, but I definitely think we'll be good.
How do you think our schedule is going to pan out as of right now?
We should be good. We're in a tough league, so it's hard to win a lot of the games, but we'll be in it.
Back up a little bit.
No, I know, it's terrible.
Are you coaching from over here? Is that what's going on?
So
When we're lining up with our cutoffs, they have to be in the exact line so that they don't you don't want them to be 10 feet over to the right, so when they immediately turn around to throw it, they'll throw it 10 feet from where I am. So we have to pretty much line them up as they're going. Their backs are to us. Left! And I tell him where to go so that he'll line up with me so he doesn't have to turn as much. My name is Trevor Billard, and who am I here with today?
Aiden's Freddie.
How are you feeling about our first day of tryouts / practice?
I'm really excited. I love baseball, favorite sport. Yeah, I'm just excited to see what team offers today.
How does it feel coming off such a big win last year in the state championship?
It's really stressful because we have a lot of pressure against us. You're going against a team who won the championship, so yeah, it's just a lot of pressure.
And you're trying out for what position?
Second base.
And I'm pretty sure last year Tobin was in second base. Is that going to be a rivalry spot between you and him?
Probably not. Tobin's a really good baseball player. He's a senior. If things don't work out my way, I'm glad to be cheering. At least I'm on the team.
Do you think your second position may be outfield or right field or something like that?
I could try for any other position, but our team's looking pretty good this year. We have a lot of good players, so whatever happens, happens.
Each and every time out, you gotta work hard. You gotta want it. And you gotta play smart, free, and fast.
I'll go right there. I'll go in.
Trevor, you got one. All right, good. Pay attention to the third. Pay attention to the third.
Hi, my name is Ryan Sullivan. I'm a senior captain on the Bourne baseball team, and I'm here with
Tobin Johnston.
Tobin. How are we feeling today?
I'm feeling good.
So, after coming off a state championship last year, how are you feeling about this season?
I'm feeling good. I think the team's looking pretty good. I think we can do it again.
What position are you trying out for this year?
I'm trying out for second base like last year. I think I can get it.
Today we're here with our 3 newest additions to our team, and this is JT. And how are you feeling, JT?
I'm feeling good. It's been, I think, 4 years since I played baseball, so don't really know what to expect from high school ball, but I'm friends with most of the players, so it should be fun. See what it has in store.
And this is Jackson Sharp. He came from Falmouth Academy, and how are you feeling about today?
Feeling good. Falmouth Academy didn't have any baseball teams. Got most of my experience, playing for Gateway and Wareham that year. So I'm just happy to be back in my hometown playing for my home team.
And this is Ryan Anderson, and how are you feeling about today?
I'm feeling confident. I'm glad to be back and on the field. I'm back here with all my old friends.
Back in my hometown, playing for my hometown team again. Honestly, I'm ready to fill Jack's shoes. And you say you're back in your hometown. Where were you before? I was at Upper Cape. I've lived in Plymouth, but I'm back in Upper Cape. I'm back in Bourne from Upper Cape, and I'm living back in Bourne again, specifically Buzzards Bay, so I'm ready to stay ready.
If you want it, you know I want it. Work your butts off every single day to get back to that mountaintop. Because I'll tell you what, I have never been to a 4th of July parade in Buzzards Bay, but I have got my ticket punched this year with another belt on the side of my shoulder right here.
That video was great, and it was better to be on the field. Sully, what do you feel about how do you feel about the coming off the state championship win last year?
I feel great. I mean, that state championship, nothing else compares. It was an awesome feeling.
What do you think, Luca?
I think it's an amazing feeling. It's like every little kid's dream, and like Sully said, nothing compares to it.
I had played sports since I can remember, and I've been a part of sports, basketball, baseball, football. I watch them religiously. I've always seen that moment at the Super Bowl where someone says, I'm going to Disney World, or the Stanley Cup, you hoist it over your head. That, for me, was 30 years in the making. And it might not be the biggest trophy in sports, but to me, that day, to our little family, that was the biggest thing. And it was just simply amazing. And I'm getting chills talking about it right now. It really has made a lasting impact on what we do in the program, how I coach, and just the fact that it was at the school that I graduated from, where we never had hopes and dreams of winning a state championship. I can't even describe the feeling. I can describe leading up to it, but the actual moment when I got my hands on the trophy, that will never leave me. That will never leave me ever.
It's giving me chills talking about it. What do you think some of the feelings that were running through your head in the moment once we won the state championship?
Oh, it was indescribable. It's the best feeling in the world.
What do you think, Luca?
It was just kind of like, I mean, we worked all season for it. Like, we battled through the playoffs. We played some easy teams in the beginning. Then we ran into some tough teams, and I feel like it really just showed like who we were as a team.
Yeah. What do you think about what do you think our expectations would be coming into this season off such a big win?
That's such a tough question, because in my heart of hearts, I have an expectation that might never be fulfilled. You know, and this is a new team. It's a new year. There's a lot of guys vying for opportunities to play and to help the team. So my expectations are going to be the same that they are every year. It's win 10 games, make some noise in the SEC, and make a deep playoff run. Those have never changed since I started this job, and those are always going to be the expectations. They can change based on the team, the year, the matchup, whatever it may be. When that comes, we'll address it, but those first three things are absolutely at the top of my list each and every year when we sign up and get ready to go.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What do you think of the not open, but the 4 positions that need to be filled? Who do you think, or do you think those positions are going to be able to be filled easily?
I don't think easily. I think the 4 seniors last year, they were huge and can't replace them.
How do you feel about losing those 4 key players, Luca?
Well, for one, I'm definitely going to miss them. Like, they really, they kept the good vibes going throughout our team the whole season, and they had the majority of our hits in the state finals, and those spots are going to be tough to fulfill, and I do think with the new talent coming up, we can fill those.
I don't expect anyone to fill those roles in the capacity that those 4 players could do, and that's kind of the fun and the joy of being a coach. Now it's like, how do we tinker with the lineup? How do we make guys have an opportunity to be successful? And I don't think that we're going to go out there and smash 13 hits and hit 8 extra base hits each game like we did last year. We could literally walk up onto any field and out-hit 90% of the teams we played last year. We're going to be a different type of team. We're going to pitch, we're going to play defense, And we're going to look for key hits in timely situations and just trust and believe that our pitching and our defense can carry us. We need to score 4 runs a game. That's the goal. Last year it was, let's go out and see how hard we can hit the ball today. And we hit the ball very hard last year. And I think that you can't just replace 4 individuals numbers-wise. You can't replace them in terms of what they were in the locker room, clubhouse, dugout, whatever you want to call it. The closeness that we had last year was a big part of our success. And it's not something that you can replicate each year, because new guys, new faces, new egos, they all come in and they want to do things their way and how they've been taught. It's tough to break bad habits, but it's a challenge that any athlete wants to be a part of.
Do you think that there may be any, not powerhouse teams this year, but teams that would maybe give us a run for our money?
I think the SEC teams are always pretty good, so.
What do you think, Luca?
Like, I'm just gonna tag along with Sully. I think our conference is very tough. It's a lot of, like, almost every school in our conference is a higher division than us. So they have, like, a bigger pond to, like, I guess, pick from. So it always just makes teams tougher when you have more kids.
The competition in our conference is fantastic. We obviously know that Seekonk won a state championship. I don't know, I could just be making this up, but I don't know of any 2 division championships being played against each other. And we get to play them twice. And we know that they have a really good top-end talent in the MVP that was coming back. We know that Apponequet is always a powerhouse. They play good, tough baseball, smart baseball. They won't beat themselves. I think that every team that we play is well coached, and their talent is up to par with ours. So if our 4 best players can match the other team's 4 best players, it's not going to be about those 8 kids. It's going to be about the bottom of the roster and how we fit in together and how those kids fit in with each other on their own teams. I don't know that in the Division 5 tournament what we'll get to see, but I mean, we will see one of them in Upper Cape. And for as long as I can remember, Upper Cape and Bourne have battled it out, and I think that their roster is pretty good this year. So that will be a true test to see where we stand in terms of our own division.
Do you think that there's any different preparations that we may undergo this season to prepare ourselves, I guess, for the actual season?
Well, I feel like last year we kind of, like, a lot of kids went to captains in the winter, and we had played together in the previous year, so we already had, like, the chemistry there. And I feel like this year it's a whole new team, and I think one of our main goals, other than winning, should be, like, building that team chemistry, like, just, like, kind of hanging out, getting to like each other, you know?
I agree with Luca.
Same question to me?
Yeah.
My preparation that went into this year? It's just learning new guys. You know, I feel like part of being a coach is having a bond with players, and I've been saying it since 2012 that I love this job, and I love working with young men that want to be athletes and want to give it their all to not a greater good, but a team environment. After we won in June, I was flooded with calls, texts, messages from old players, and that was probably one of the more impactful moments of that. Like, you guys will always be in my heart, but those guys were too, and they were before your time. And for them to reach out to me and show me love the way that we were still on the field together with that group. I want to get there with each and every person that wears the jersey for us. I want to be somebody that you can like to joke around with, that you can respect, and you can realize that when you have pissed me off that you need to give me some space. You know, those 3 things I feel like create a good workplace environment. And this is a mock job. Like, yeah, we are athletes, and we want to go out and we want to do the best for ourselves. But at some point in time, you guys are going to come up to a job situation, and you're going to have a boss. You don't want your boss to be this higher than thou type of person that you can't have a personal relationship with. And I think that having gone here, having played here, just still living in town, I've really been able to connect with people. And that's, for as much as winning is fun, like you guys, having the opportunity to do this, that's fun to me. Just another reason for me to remember you guys, you know?
I feel like one thing that definitely happens a lot during like our season is that we become kind of like a family, which you guys were just explaining. And I don't know, I think that's by far one of the most important things when it comes to baseball, especially since, I don't know, there's not, you guys have to be a team. You need chemistry, you need to be able to flow together. And I feel like we did that very well last season. I know we'll be able to do it this season as well. So.
And the funny thing about families is families fight. Like, not everybody agrees with everybody all the time. And I've told you guys a million times, if you don't think I'm doing something right, you have more than enough opportunity to tell me, Coach, this isn't right, or Coach, this guy's giving me a hard time. Families fight, but families also come back together stronger. And I think that's really a hallmark identity that we should strive for. I'm not saying that everybody has to be best friends off the field, but when you're on the field, just know that if you're wearing the same color shirt, we got your back and we'll go to war with you.
I do think that that is all the time that we have. So I would like to thank my co-captains for being here and my coach as well. And thank you.
Going back to work today, baby. 4 on 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.